Oh no, she's still alive. Yeah, half lotus. Not one of my best moments.
The days is fine, but we wandered many a weary fruit since all lang syne. For lang syne, my dear, for lang.
And that's one Texinim saying, "What am I doing here?"
Take a cup of kindness yet for lang syne. Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot for lang syne? For lang syne, my dear,
The old and the young.
lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet.
This is where.
For lang syne.
Get away, boy. Run. มาเสียนเจ Pondering about the deep meaning of the Avatamsaka Sutra. Getty music. Eddie Dillon. Happy they are. The twin sisters.
The days is fine, but we wandered many a weary fruit since all lang syne. For lang syne, my dear, for lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for lang syne.
What language is that?
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to
Hey, look at that. It's a dragon.
should old acquaintance
Our famous ginger party. Ginger tub party.
for lang syne, my dear, for lang syne, we'll take a cup of kindness yet for lang syne.
Only Korean and English, you notice that. Wow, beautiful. Excellent job. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Well, Happy New Year, everyone. Today's New Year's in Asia. So we have some people in Asia here in Korea joining us. Happy New Year, everyone. It's New Year's Eve here in the U.S. I'm glad you all could be here. It's so nice to be together for the holidays. You sit down a little bit, old man, because I don't want you to get tired. Has been a long year. We went through a lot this year, especially the COVID thing, and we survived, yes. And it's getting better, even though the Omicron wave is getting strong. But the latest news is that for you who are true cultivators, who don't keep up with the news at all, in South Africa, the Omicron, they say that the Omicron infection has reached its peak, it's declining. So this is great news. They were the first country who got the infection, the Omicron infection was first discovered there. And so they got it very bad. They're the first country who got it very bad. So it peaked and now it's decreasing. Another great news for the year as well is that they found out that the Omicron may be a lot more infectious, but the disease can be prevented, and if you're vaccinated, your symptoms are not as bad. A few people are hospitalized, few people are dying if you get vaccinated. However, you don't get vaccinated, your chances of catching Omicron is very, very high, and you're going to get in trouble. So, you see, actually, it's great news. Great news for the new year. So that means this wave, Omicron here, even though it's very infectious, is not as dangerous as it was in 2021. Okay, beginning of 2021. So that's great news. Okay, so I think we're in good hands, and it's better to be safe than sorry. So take your chances. You go to places, put on masks and so forth. Don't mind getting vaccinated, get vaccinated. And you and you get in trouble, give us a call. Those of you who come to our temple, we promise to help you. We've been helping a lot of people get over the Omicron, whether it's getting freshly infected or hospitalized or getting to the ICU. Proud to tell you, you haven't lost anyone yet. With people who got infected, who got in big trouble. Okay, so anyway, so that's the spirit of Mahayana. We should not have to live in fear. I refuse to live in fear. Okay, because let me tell you a little secret, Mahayana secret. Fear is I'm dead set against fear, being scared. Whether it's being scared of the dark, which some of my nuns I heard are still scared of the dark. Okay? If you're scared of the dark, it's not you. Okay? The dark, there's no reason to be scared of the dark. There's no reason to be scared at all. Okay? Particularly, I'm not happy with the Omicron, the COVID thing here, because the primary purpose is to instill fear in people of the world. Okay? And that's why since beginning, the first day when I said, I will fight you, because that's my job. One of my job is to help you overcome your fears. Okay? Why? Because pay attention, you 4-stage arhats. If you have any hidden fears at all, you will not become enlightened. I'm anti-fear. So that's why as soon as I hear Omicron, scaring people, frightening people, I said, this is where the time for me to get to work. There's no need to be fearful at all, because they're doing this in order to stop you from getting enlightened. I have people who are arhats of various stages, and they're scared of Omicron because they don't have enough information. And that's stopping their progress. Okay? Anyway, you see how patient I am? I'll wait for the right time to tell you. There's no need to be afraid of it. When you're afraid of it, then we assist you. Okay? When it's time. Yes, there's a question from, excuse me, Kong. See, it's COVID-19.
Hello. Master, does it include the fear for the teacher?
No, that excludes the fear of God. I mean your teacher. Okay? That fear is very healthy, it's necessary. I think. But it seems like no one is afraid of me. At least be afraid of Master YongHua. Okay? I am goofy, so every now and then you pretend to be scared, that's okay. Anyone else? Okay? So you see, this is why I wish that the other monks and nuns would speak up, because Master YongHua is no longer around. Someone has to tell you, why we should not be afraid of Omicron, why I'm always proclaiming and grandstanding, if you will, that I'm not afraid of Omicron, of the COVID-19, because it's exactly what they're doing. They really want you to be afraid, that's all. Okay? That's so scary. You don't know why. How are you going to get infected? Why you get infected? So easy to get infected. And yet that's why you're scared. And you hear people getting hurt and so forth. And it's all nonsense. They're so weak. They're just another flu virus. What is the big deal? We catch a flu every year, don't we? Occasionally, frequently. So what's the big deal? They happen to tack on your, some of your respiratory problems and so forth. But it's not them. It's a combination. Okay? And so that's why I made it a point till the last 2.5 years to tell our people not to be afraid, to demonstrate to them that if you get in trouble, and a lot of people actually got infected, are getting infected, we just fix it. What's the big deal? The infection will help increase their immune system. That's why we don't care. If you're infected, you don't get infected. You don't get vaccinated, and then you have some immune system, good defense system. You don't get vaccinated, then you get infected, and you develop your own immune system. Big deal. To us, it's all the same. But I don't get afflicted anymore. Okay, so that's the first thing, and this is why. You monks and nuns, you lay people, you practice this, because one day it's not just in the future generations, not just a COVID anymore. It's going to be many more things that will frighten people. And one of the most frightening things, a very dangerous things, keep this in mind, not only because fear is what prevents you from getting enlightened, but one of the things they do is that let's shut down all the temples. Look, all the Chinese temples are still closed. Am I right? Korean temples, are they open? They're crazy. The Chinese temple, they have so much money, they're so rich, they say, I don't need any more money, I better be safe. And we open for those who wish to go to the temple and need help. We are opening our doors to such people, okay? Because you need a place, you need help, you need comfort, you need reassurance. It's okay, and we demonstrate it to you, okay? Perfectly okay. You come as you are. Okay, and so that's why this not only is a fear for yourself, but it's actually fear if monks and nuns. I wish the Dharma masters, high-level monks and nuns, should take a stand, say, should not be fearful at all. I don't know where those people are. This is a time for them to do something for society, not just sit behind the walls and be safe and happy and be comfortable when the rest of the world is suffering, is in fear, is fearing for their lives, is suffering, is so concerned about their family getting infected and is dying. Okay, this is where it's time for us to go to work. This is what we've been practicing for. This is not the time for us to close the doors and ignore people and leave them to their plight and their suffering. And because guess what? We're comfortable, we really don't need you. We can ride this wave, this danger, a lot better than you. Okay? That's a wrong attitude to me. Okay, so that's why I took a stand. I said, and a lot of people didn't believe me. I said, oh, I don't know, Master is crazy. He talks a lot, and who knows what he does. You know that in 2019, December, somebody called me from China already and said, my father has been diagnosed, who lived in Wuhan, has been diagnosed with COVID. He's in a hospital now. I'm very concerned about his health. Okay, can you help? I said, absolutely, I can try. So we fixed him in 2 weeks. He got well after 2 weeks. That's why after that, I'm one of the first who helped a Chinese person in Wuhan. So that's why I speak from experience. I don't jeopardize my life and your lives and my disciples' lives recklessly. Okay, so we have very early experience with the COVID-19 already. That's why I knew it's just a flu virus. It's not a big deal for people like us. People who cultivate like us, you do Chan, you get infected. It's just like, you got a flu. And you meditate, and you can chase it away yourself. Unless you have a pre-existing condition, then, you go to the hospital. And then even with that, if we intervene early enough, it can be helped. Okay, there's many cases in the past year or so where people got in the ICU for 10 days. They claim 10 days is a lot longer than that. Doctors gave up hope and said, I am running out of medication. I don't know what else to do. That's when they called me. And I said, okay, let's try. Even those people that when doctors had no more medicine, we helped. And 2 weeks later, they got out. And a month later, they fully recovered. Okay, so what we do, what I tell you is from experience, from having done it, not a theory at all. Whereas the medical people, they don't know really that much about this virus here, and they're still trying to understand. We speak after the facts that go ahead and infect me. I will kill you. You dare come near me. That's all. So what do? You worry about getting infected? Big deal. That's a wrong problem to solve. Okay? We only solve problems when you get infected. Okay? Then we destroy the virus. It's just another flu virus. So what's the big deal? Got that? Okay. Anyway, in general, has been a very busy year. I'm very pleased that we all made it so far, because it's a very tough year with this COVID thing here, even though we're not afraid. But this past year or so, it has it really have created a lot of suffering throughout the world. And And so it's very tough for everyone. So I'm happy that we made it through another year and can look forward to a better year next year, hopefully. Okay? All right. So you understand. See, from Buddhist perspective, from my personal perspective, I cannot ignore that. I need to seize this chance to tell you that there's no need to live in fear. You have fear, okay, especially fear of death. Buddhism, especially Mahayana, has plenty of solutions to address those problems. Okay, so that you can live without any fear whatsoever. Okay, now for New Year's, since the New Year here in Korea already, okay, I will tell you one more thing as a New Year's gift for you. Okay, remember the past week or so, one of my youngest, we asked her, I said, do you believe anyone in the world at all? She says, no. So I asked her point blank, do you believe Master Z? And she hesitated for a few minutes, and she says, no. Think about it. This young one here, how old is she? Anyone else? 23? No wonder. She knows nothing. What do you know at age 23? What, 24? 25? She's that old? Oh my God. That's old. It's too late now to teach her. You are the reverse, right? 52, aren't you? I told you, I don't take shower. Why do you keep giving me fancy French soaps? I'm going to sell it on eBay. So this is one here who doesn't believe in anything and anyone. And that's fine. You don't believe anything in your life, okay? Who cares? But let me tell you, I said, it's not a big deal. We'll teach you. So I will teach her and teach many of you as another New Year's gift. Many gifts. I came bearing gifts today. Yes, 8.
Master Diego Alfonso asked, how can I get rid of my fear of death? Amitabha.
Fear of death? You stick around long enough, you become less fearful. As the more you progress, the more you become less fearful of death. For example, one of the reasons why you're afraid of death is because you don't know what's going to happen to you after death. And you have so many good things right now going for you. Have family, a beautiful, beautiful baby girl, okay? Family who loves you. And that's why you say, I don't want to lose all this. This is so important to me. This is important to me. And if I die, I don't know what's going to happen to me. I lose all of this. Let me tell you why you shouldn't be afraid of death. One of the things that we do here at this temple in particular, more so than Chinese, because is that we tell you about the good things going to happen to you after death, that could happen to you after death. What are the good things? Good thing is that after you die, if this life is not that great, after you die, you can go to a much better place. You have a much better life. It's something to look forward to. Anyone who is unhappy with this life, I am. Yeah, that married couple right there from San Diego, they're very unhappy with their current life. And what do you do again as a profession? He's like some kind of hotshot engineer who's doing stuff that no engineers can do. Huh? And then he tells me, he said, these people, I don't know what's the big deal. I look at the problem, I fix it just like that. I just meditate. And hey, this is how we're going to fix this. And the other one, you guess what the other one is? A shrink. Thank you. A shrink who is afraid of death. How is it possible? Okay. Well, who's not happy about this life? After you die, there's very strong chances that you can go to the Pure Land. Our people can go to the Pure Land. And in the Pure Land, you will never, ever suffer again. And you'll be a lot happier than you are right now. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be Warren Buffett, could be an emperor, could be Donald Trump, you could be whoever you are, okay? You can feel you're so happy right now. I tell you this, you still are, no matter how rich and powerful you are, you still are afraid of COVID-19, aren't you? Especially rich people, they run away to New Zealand and, bury themselves under some kind of underground, indestructible, anti-nuclear bomb, nuclear blast compound that costs $20 million to build, and live underground like a rat with a bunch of other rich people, and they call it being smart and being, superior. And we here walking around, would you give me your COVID-19? I help relieve you. I'll lighten your burden. Anyway, so you go to the Pure Land. I assure you, you're much better off than here. Your accommodation is far better than here. Okay? And you will never have to worry about death again, because you'll become a Buddha. You'll be happy every single moment of every single day. So you have something to look forward to. Why should you be afraid of death? If when death comes, you go to the Pure Land, where you'll be much better off. So that's why many of our people are not afraid of that, because they believe and they heard throughout the last 15 years that that's the case. People came back, or people had dreams and so forth. And so you see, it's something, now death becomes something you can look forward to instead of being afraid of. Okay? You're afraid of because you're afraid to lose what you have. I'm telling you, what you have is not a big deal compared to what you're going to get if you go to the Pure Land. Okay? So in Buddhism, we have the solution for your fear right there. Okay? Any questions or comments? Tell me how many places, how many churches, how many synagogues, how many temples you go to and tell you that, and something you can look forward to, have no fear at all. That's part of our campaign of getting rid of fear in your hearts. No need to be fearful. Do not need to be afraid of death. Okay? So when it comes, welcome it. Time to move on to better quarters, better housing. And look at what it also does for you. It also does for the people that you love. They may not believe the way you do, they may not know what you know, but you can help them. Your parents, your ancestors, your grandparents, okay? Who died or who are dying, they, you look at the people around, behind me, all these plaques here, And people, there's someone right now who's waiting to die, and the thought, of the people who care for him, the one who really love him, that he's suffering so much, the quality of life is not there anymore. But he has a chance to go to a much better place. He'd be so much better off than here. Okay? Think about what it will do for you. Okay? So that's why as you know about that, about how to handle death, what happens after death. The good things that could happen after death. You can prepare for that, and that's why it will help reduce your fear of death. Okay, immediately, not only for you, but also for the people that you love. Okay, JMT.
Okay. Thank you for the hard work of Master and students who prepare the lectures every day during Chanchi.
And the video too, yeah.
Thank you for worrying about Korea's serious COVID-19 and helping us.
You're welcome.
After listening to the Dharma, I reduced the amount of psychiatric medicine I used to take every day.
You what
Psychiatric medicine.
Oh, a lot of medicine, meds you've been taking, yes.
Reduced the amount.
Yes.
Even though things that I suffer from exist the same way, I came less worried.
Good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
If you practice Chan more under the guidance of Xian En there and Master XZ, you'll be better off as well. So one thing is you can practice Chan more and improve your Chan skills. Your health will improve. Okay, there's hope. In fact, all the Koreans, Sunims who came here, not only you, but look at the Korean Sunims who came here. They came here a little bit overweight. They're all skinny now. And a lot healthier.
So
aren't you?
Sorry.
Aren't you? Huh? I look at them and say, oh, you've become healthier. Okay? So practice Chan can do it. That can be that way. Okay? I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead. Continue.
I have a question. Yesterday we talked about cleaning the kitchen.
Oh no, Go Yin's favorite topic. Yes.
There is a rule not to kill anything. Is it making offenses to kill cockroaches or mosquitoes? A long time ago, I heard what a monk said. Killing pests like mosquitoes means cutting off their reincarnation quickly.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Killing pests like mosquitoes means cutting off their reincarnation.
Okay.
Is it right?
Korean Sunim said that?
Korean monk.
A Korean monk. Okay, fine. Is that right? You want me to answer that? Or you want to wait until you finish with all your questions? You want me to answer right now? Or you'd rather continue asking?
Me first.
Okay, me first. Okay, go ahead, me.
Is it right not to kill cockroaches or mosquitoes, even if they are insects that harm us?
Okay. Hey, old monk, you might want to get back to your house because that's his thing. He doesn't kill. Okay, go ahead. That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year.
Okay. Very good. All right. So Korean. New Year's, they have nothing to do. They go to the temple. Oh, Lord. I remember when I was younger, what I did for New Year's. You are not normal. Okay, so the old monk here, okay, we're lucky to have the old monk here who had a very, very good lunch, didn't you? He looked so happy today. Ooh, American style New Year's Eve meal, except for the people who have been fasting. They choose to continue to suffer. They're superior cultivators. We're not. Yeah, thank God for those people. They become enlightened. We tag along, and hopefully one day we'll make it. Huh? All right, continue. I hope the best of the best. Yes, and Jim with the willpower. Look at all the hot dogs. Nope, I have one more day, 24 more hours. Anyway, so we had such a good meal today, and thank you so much for preparing the meal. Vicky has been the chef, I think. Vicky, who is the chef cook, has been offering us the American hot dog, chili dog style. Did you enjoy it? Everyone? Yeah? Yeah. Thank you. I heard the Koreans who said they prefer to eat rice only. Anything else, they wouldn't want to eat. But I look over and say, oh, they actually enjoy the dogs too. All right. So anyway, she's waiting for the answers. Let me answer first, and I continue with the dogs thing. Okay, if I forget, remind me about the dogs. All right. Someone told her that to kill the cockroaches or the ants and so forth would be to interfere with their reincarnation. Okay. Now you are very lucky today, because what we have for us today is Master XC, who is what I affectionately call old monk, okay, to remind all of you that hurry up and be nice to him. We don't know when he's going to croak. I mean, so he's a specialist. He deals with rats and cockroaches and deers and ants and so forth. What do you have to say? Is that correct? How do you deal with cockroaches? It's not okay to kill them. And mosquitoes. He says, let me think about it. Oh, I still food dogs and French fries.
A Di Đà Phật. Con trước nhất là con cảm ơn Thầy đã khuyến khích cho con xuất gia tháng 5 2013. Thì ngày hôm nay lần con khám phá ra những cái gì mà trước đây con đọc sách con không biết. Thì con kinh nghiệm được cái đó, thì con rất là cảm ơn Tam Bảo và cảm ơn Thầy đã chịu khó, chịu cực mà mượn nợ mượn nần mà mua chùa để cho tất cả Phật tử và chúng con tu. Đó là cái lời của con khi cuối năm nay. Cảm ơn cái sự dạy dỗ của Thầy. Thì con đọc thì con nghiệm ra những cái gì con học trước đây đó, 30-40 năm mà con không có biết làm sao mà phải như vậy. Bây giờ đọc ra tại sao thiền với tịnh nó không khác, tại sao mật với tịnh với thiền không khác. Trước đây nghe Hòa Thượng Tiên Hóa nói con không hiểu. Thì càng ngày nó càng hiểu ra. Thì mỗi ngày ăn cơm con cảm ơn Tam Bảo, cảm ơn Tư Thiên, Bá Tánh cúng dường và cảm ơn Thầy. Đó là cái sự tu của con. Còn vấn đề mà kiến với dáng rồi đó.
It's translation. Stop for translation.
Master, first of all, I would like to thank for giving me the chance to live the home life in May 2013. And then since then, every day I cultivate and then I start to understand more and more. There's a lot of things that I read 30, 40 years, but now I start to understand more. And then thank you. Every day I thank the Triple True. I thank Master for taking care of us and borrow the loan to buy the temple for us to have a place to cultivate, and then Master teach us and help us a lot. So I really thankful, and then now I start to understand why Tantra, secret teaching, meditation, and Pure Land are no different from each other. Before, Master YongHua talked about it, but I didn't understand. But now I start to understand. So every day when I eat, I always thanks the Triple True and thanks Master.
Very good. Let me respond. Let me make a comment about that before I forget. We teach a lot of things to you. The Buddha taught us a lot of things, and it doesn't always make sense to us. Okay, just like Master YongHua taught us so many things during a Chanchi lectures and so forth, and his 50 years here on this earth, and there's so many things that he taught that we still don't get it. And for example, one of the things is that the Pure Land Chan school and the Tantra school, teaching school, Vinaya, are all the same. Okay? Whereas a lot of other monks, senior monks, famous monks, much more famous, Master YongHua said, no, I'm a specialist in Pure Land. I recite the Buddha's name. Some others, gurus, may say, I'm a specialist in yoga. Okay? Some others says, some idiot monks who says, I practice Chan only, I don't do anything else. Okay? Because Chan is the best. I was one of them, by the way, those stupid Chan monks. I love Chan. That's how I got started. Okay? And so you hear these people are short-sighted, and he's that monk there, Master, the old monk, also used to be one of them. He says, of course, it's Chan is Chan, Pure Land is Pure Land, Tantra is Tantras, and so forth. How can they be the same? And then all of a sudden, he meditated, and one day he got up and said, oh, actually, they're all the same. Okay, why is that? Because you need to reach a certain level before you can understand why they're the same. The reason those people say, I'm a specialist in this, I'm a specialist in that, is because they are not at that level yet. That's why they don't get it. Okay? They betray their own shortcomings. Okay? That's why speaking Dharma is very, very dangerous thing. When you speak Dharma, you reveal your stupidity. Okay, so he reaches, the old monk reaches a certain level where it verifies what he just said, verifies where he's at. I certified him, I knew where he was, but it's to encourage him to see, and then eventually he'll realize himself and will state and see the Dharma, explain the Dharma, as people at his level would be able to explain it that way. All right? And that's the difference in Buddhism again. Buddhism is that we teach you a lot of things that don't make sense to you. You sit there and try to understand right now. It's futile. You can't. You cannot teach a boy algebra. They can't understand. So that's why to try to understand everything like you, intelligent, educated, and smart, and savvy people try to do, it's not possible. Not in the spiritual pursuits. There's lots of things they will never make sense to you this lifetime. because you can't understand it. Okay? I give you an example, because you are the one who stopped yourself. Because your understanding, your smarts are the one that's stopping you from getting there. I'll give you an example. I'll give you another gift for the new year. For my youngest one, the 25-year-old, we're all very old now, Guru. You know, can you believe that? Yeah. We're too old. Oh, God, we need more young blood. Anyway, for that young one there who says, I get a good education, very smart, I cannot trust anyone. I realize now I can't trust my mother, I can't trust my father, I can't trust anyone. Okay? It's because her own experience, her own fear, her own demons are making her that way. Her own smart. She's too smart for her own good. She only believes in Santa Claus and nothing else. Go figure. Okay? And let me explain. And I promised her, I said, don't worry, we'll teach you how to overcome it. I teach her right now today. And 24. You always lie to me. So you're 42, not 52? No, you must be 60. You look like 60. Even in spite of all the French soaps you use every day. Anyway, though a smart and bright and person who is 24 years old, who believes only in Santa Claus and nothing else. Okay? And they are so sure about it. Let me tell them to such people, not her. People said, I am a CEO, I'm an executive, I am a very rich person, a very powerful person, I am a professor, I am a genius, I am a certified high 260 IQ person in the world, one of very few in the whole world. To such people who understand so much, who know so much, who are even smarter than Einstein based on the IQ scale. To such people who knows more about me, about anything, about architecture, about engineering, about medical science than me, okay, and would not trust people like me, let me tell you. Or the young ones I have who is 24 years old, okay? If you don't trust people like me, or Master YongHua, you'll never make it to second stage Arhat. You're hurting yourself. That's all. That's how precise our instructions are. You know what's stopping you, and you don't even know. You think you're so smart. You think you know everything. I'm so sure. I don't want to get vaccinated because it is a scheme to confuse me, to kill me, to harm me. It's not that important. What I know is that you're stopping yourself. This girl here, 24 years old, who doesn't trust the abbot of Jewel Mountain Temple, okay? And who eats his rice and wear his clothes, the clothes he gives her. Because of that lack of trust, she will never make it to second stage arhatship. Let her. Huh? That's called small knowledge, incomplete knowledge. You only see one aspect of life and you think you know it all. Oh, sorry, go ahead. tell us about how to kill ants and cockroaches.
A Di Đà Phật. Con cũng tình cờ thôi. Là hồi đó đầu tiên con vô tù đó là một người đầu tiên dạy cho con cái chú bản sinh. Thì con mừng lắm, là lần đầu tiên trong đời biết Phật Pháp. Thì con học có 15 phút, con thuộc rồi cứ đi đứng nằm ngồi cho cái đọc thích lắm. Là mình biết Phật Pháp rồi. Mình ở đây mình tù, mình có cái này để đỡ buồn. Thì con cứ mỗi ngày con cứ trì cái đó khoảng 15 phút hoặc nửa tiếng. Vậy thôi. Cô dịch này.
So this is just by chance when I was in the prison, and then someone taught me the rebirth mantra, and it took me 15 minutes and I memorized it. So I was so happy that, oh, finally I know about Buddhism. So I recite the mantra a lot, whether I walk, I stand, or I lay down or sit down, whatever. And then I was so happy to recite it, and then I could maintain it like 15 to 30 minutes a day.
Thì cứ như vậy thôi rồi. Lúc đó nó còn 31 tuổi. Thì sau này cũng bình thường thôi. Thì đến năm 2002 là con học ở trường đại học San Luis Obispo. Thì cái chương trình của con là cái năm chót phải làm một cái senior project về landscape. Thì con đề nghị với trường là con làm một cái landscape mới cho ở trong trung tâm của trường đại học để mà làm một cái vườn hồng. Mới tin, tức là làm 100% mới, thì trường chấp thuận và con tự làm, lấy trường chỉ mua cái vật liệu thôi.
So that was when I was 31 years old, and then things just passed by, and up until 2002, that's when I was in the San Luis Obispo, and when before I graduate, and then I have to get a senior project that I could do a rose garden in the center of the university, and then I got approval from the school. So basically, I will have to do everything, and then the school only provide supply.
Thì sau khi mọi việc thành hết rồi, thì chờ trường mua bông hồng trồng xuống là xong. Thì một đêm kia trời mưa. Thì sáng ra con thấy nai nó dặm nát ở trong cái chỗ con mới làm.
So I got everything ready, and then now I'm just waiting for the school to buy the rose for me to plant. And then one day it was raining, and then the next day I saw there was footprint of the deer that walk all over the garden.
Thì con rất là sợ, bởi vì nai nó rất là thích cái hồng mà mình trồng lên vậy là tiêu hết rồi, mà mình giờ mình đổi không kịp nữa, đổi cái cây khác, đổi chương trình khác không có kịp nữa, phải đổi hệ thống tưới hết, mất rất là nhiều thời gian.
So I was so afraid because deer particularly love roses, but now the deadline is come. I don't have any time to change the project. I cannot change anything.
Thì trong cái tuyệt vọng đó thì con mới đi vòng vòng cái khu đất đó, con đọc chú Vãng Sanh. Thì đọc như vậy thôi, cũng hy vọng như vậy thôi. Thì mấy ngày hôm sau mưa xuống nữa thì tụi nó không có tới, nó giảm nát xung quanh đó mà nó không có bước vô cái vườn đó. Là một cái điều đầu tiên mà kết quả và ngạc nhiên.
So I was so desperate, I didn't know what to do, and then I walk around my garden, recite the rebirth mantra, and a few days later it was raining again, and then the next day I found out that there was a footprint of the deer outside of the garden, but none of them get into my garden.
Thì từ cái kinh nghiệm đó thì con biết cái chú Vãng Sanh nó có cái năng lực như vậy. Thì đến năm 2011-12 con còn đang làm cho thành phố Ốc Linh, cho cái công ty cấp nước của Ốc Linh. Thì cái vườn hồng trong cái đơn vị đó bị hàng ngàn cái con aphid nó đeo trên cái cây hồng đó. Thì cái anh trưởng toán đó, tại anh đó làm trước còn, cho nên ảnh làm trưởng. Thì ảnh đề nghị là lấy lưu huỳnh với pesticide mà xịt nó, thì con không chịu.
So that was the first experience that I found out the effective of the rebirth mantra. And then in 2011, 2012, when I was working for the city, and I was taking care of the tree, and then the tree was infected with a lot of the bug, and then one of the manager suggests to use the pesticide to kill the bug, but I disagree.
Con không đồng ý là vì tại chỗ đó là trưa người ta họp lại đó, người ta ăn lên. Và thứ hai là mình không có muốn giết. Mà cái anh này là đệ tử của thầy Hiện Thật, anh người Mỹ đệ tử thầy Hiện Thật. Chứ anh nói bây giờ không có cách nào khác. Cái con nói, anh hỏi con với cách nào? Nói tao đọc chú Giảng Sanh đi, mình đọc chú Giảng Sanh đi. Mày là trưởng toán mày đọc đi. Cái anh nói đọc một cái giải pháp khôi hài.
So the manager was the disciple of Master Heng Shuo, but he didn't know what to do when he asked me, and then I say, you know what, I don't want to I don't want to use the pesticide because there will be a lot of people eat lunch under the tree, and then the second reason is I don't want to kill. So I suggest to him that how about we recite the rebirth mantra, because you are the manager, how about you recite it? And then he say, no, it's ridiculous.
So, bữa đó, bữa thứ sáu anh nghĩ thì con làm một mình, thì con lấy cái vòi nước con xịt vừa đọc rồi môi như đà bà dạ vậy thôi. Xịt hết mọi cây rồi thì tự buổi chiều đó là nó bớt, rồi sáng hôm sau là không còn một con nào hết. Thì thứ hai anh vô anh hỏi chứ mày xịt cái gì? Tao nói tao xịt cái ridiculous solution của mày đó.
So it was Friday. I was by myself, and then I used the water to spray the tree, and then I recite the rebirth mantra. And then right after that, it reduced a lot of bug, and then the next day, no more bug. And then on Monday, the following Monday, the guy came and asked, like, what happened? Why there's no more bugs? And then I say, I applied the ridiculous solution that you didn't agree.
Thì tới sau này, tới Lưu Sơn Tự, thì càng ngày con càng tò mò, thì có một cây hồng mà thôi cô Thường Lượng để lại trong cái chậu nó màu tím. Thì con thử, thì trong kinh nói cái mình đọc cái chú đó, ảnh hưởng tất cả những cái gì hữu tình, cây cối rồi con người rồi con vật. Thì con mới rờ cái cây mỗi ngày con đọc chú Vãng Sanh cho nó, và con xin cho nó, cho con xin cái bông trắng. Thì đâu khoảng 1-2 tuần sau gì đó nó ra cái bông trắng. Bây giờ con còn chụp trong phone đó.
And then fast forward, when I was at LMT, and then we have a rose that has the flower, like purple flower. And you know, every day, because I read in the sutra, it say that whenever we recite the mantra, it will house with the sentient being. So every day I will hold to the rose, and then I recite the mantra, and then I ask the tree to give me the white flower. And then 2-3 weeks later, it does give me the white flowers.
Thì từ đó là con có cái niềm tin vào cái chú của Phật. Thì năm sau nữa thì con đòi hỏi khó hơn nữa là năm nay xin cho đúng mùng 1 Tết cho Phật tử tới coi đi du. Thì cũng vậy thôi, thì nó nở đúng mùng 1 Tết. Một cái bông trắng khác đẹp hơn cái bông năm rồi nữa.
So because of that, I have more faith in the Buddha's mantra. And then the following year, I give it a more difficult request. I say, okay, how about you give me a white flower on the first day of the new year? And guess what? It gave me the white flowers on the first day of the year.
Hiện bây giờ là 2 cái bông đó còn ở trong cái phôi của con đó. Thì từ cái kinh nghiệm đó thì càng tin tưởng, thì một ngày kia ở trong cái bạn thờ dược sư chỗ Lư Sơn Tự đó, với cái ngạch cửa đó, kiến nó lên hàng trăm mà ngàn con, cứ nó bò lên, mùa hè nóng nó bò lên. Mình đi nhiều khi đi kinh hành phải tránh nó, đạp nó. Thì con lấy kinh nghiệm đó thì con xịt ngay cái ổ nó, chỗ cái nền của cái chùa đó, cũng độc như vậy đó. Thì nó kéo nhau 3 ngày nó đi mới hết, nó ra sau cái hàng rào chỗ ông Mễ phía sau, hết luôn, trống luôn.
So I still have the picture of the 2 roses in my phone as a proof. And then I will, after those 2 incidents, I have more and more faith in the mantra. And then, at LMT, where there's the medicine master altar, during the summer, it's too hot, so there were a lot of ants, hundreds, thousands of it will come around the altar. And then, I also apply the same method, and then I spray, and then I also recite the mantra. After 3 days, all of them disappear, go to the neighbors.
Nó ra cái hàng rào giữa mình với ông Mễ phía sau, nó chung vô cái hàng rào đó, hàng rào xi măng mình mới làm đó. Rồi thì bữa nọ thì trong cái vách tường nó con ngọt nó ăn gỗ ra. Mỗi ngày nó ra cả nửa muỗng cà phê gỗ, nó ăn ra cái vách tường chỗ trước khi vô cái bàn thờ dược sư với vô cái thư viện đó. Thì con gõ ngón tay con làm biến. Ở trong chùa làm sao xịt nước. Thì con lấy ngón tay con gõ xung quanh cái lỗ hang nó đục đó, con đọc chữ Nhân Sanh. Nó biến luôn, không còn nữa.
And then LMT also have what do you call termite, and then it's inside the wall right there. It has a lot of termite, and then I also apply the same method, but because it's inside the temple, I can't spray the water, so I will just knock on the wall and recite the rebirth mantra, and then it take care of the problem.
Thì từ kinh nghiệm đó thì lên tới Green Forest, cái vườn hồng của cô Liễu trước unit A cũng bị như vậy. Thì con dạy cô Liễu xịt cũng hết mấy con có effect luôn. Nó đeo cũng 100-200 con trên mấy cái bông của cổ thì cổ xịt hết. Rồi thứ hai là mỗi sáng đó, trên cái bàn ăn ở trong phòng đó, kiến rất là nhiều, nó bò lên mặt bàn ăn đó. Thì con cũng dạy cô Liễu xịt bằng cái bình xịt bông, xịt nhẹ nhẹ như mình ủi đồ đó, xịt hết.
And then in Go Forest, Venerable Xian Liao has some of the rows that get a lot of bug. And then I also taught her the same method. And then inside the kitchen, we have a lot of ants that will go all over the table or whatever. So I taught Venerable Xian Liao to spray the water and recite the mantra, and it took care of the problem.
Đó là cái kinh nghiệm của con về từng chú. Thì từ đó mình mới hiểu được lời Phật dạy là tất cả vì tâm tạo. Cái chú giảng sanh đâu phải để sự để trừ rầy đâu. Nhưng mà cái tâm mình muốn như vậy, mình thành tâm, mình nhất tâm, thì nó theo ý mình, nó xin hết.
So those are my experience. And then the Buddha said everybody produce from the mind. So the rebirth mantra, the main purpose is not to deal with bugs and animals, but because we have a mind to want to take care of those things. So that's why when I recite, and then it can take care of the bugs problem. That's it.
What about the answer to the question? Some monk says, if you kill the cockroaches, you interfere with their reincarnation. Is that true or not? That's the original question.
Theo con hiểu thì trong Kinh Lăng Nghiêm, Đức Phật có dạy là 5 cái giới: sát, đạo, dâm, vọng. Mà mình muốn lai minh đó là mình không có đụng vô cái đó. Với bữa thầy giảng là không có được nói láo đó. Hòa thượng dạy bữa đó. Thì bây giờ cái cuộc đời của nó theo cái tự nhiên của nó, bây giờ mình can thiệp vô thì luật nhân quả thì mình lãnh thôi. Còn mình muốn, nếu mình muốn tu mà mình muốn không muốn giác ngộ đó thì mình không có được tổn hại chúng sanh bất cứ gì rồi. Còn mình muốn giết là tùy cá nhân mình để mình lãnh thôi. Luật nhân quả không phải Đức Phật chế ra, mà Đức Phật khám phá ra, dạy cho mình biết. Nếu thích thì làm, không thích thì đừng làm. Vậy thôi. Xin hết.
So in the Shurangama Sutra, the Buddha taught about the 5 precepts, and then he said that whoever wants to get enlightenment, you should not break those precepts. And then like Master and Master YongHua has been teaching for the last few days, like definitely you don't want to tell a lie. So those are the law of cause and effect. The Buddha did not invent it, but he discovered about the law, and then he say, okay, it's up to you. If you kill the animal or whatever, then you will have to bear the karma. And different people will have different decision.
Master Z, what do you have to say? Question: if you kill cockroach, they say it is that you interfere with their reincarnation. What do you have to say? What do you think? Get more microphone. Why do you only have 2? Maybe you should have a podium mic for him. Send him a podium mic. We have a lot of podium mics. You should have it at those stations.
So we have more microphone here, but they're not set up for use yet.
Okay.
I think we should keep the precepts of not killing, because they are their karma. So we don't want to interfere in that.
Okay, very good. Okay, Mr. Moon have something to say?
들리나?
Yes, we can hear you.
예, 말 들립니까? 예. 안녕하십니까, 마스터. 오랜만입니다. 노스님의 그 만드라는 우리 안에는 불성의 깊은 관여가 되기 때문에 저는 매주 화요일 날 늘 노스님과 한 마음으로 한다는 것을 말씀드리고, 생명을 죽인다고 하는 것은 제가 볼 때는 크게 2가지로 말씀드릴 수가 있다고 봅니다. 상대방이 싫어서 행위를 하는 게 있고, 또 하나는 상대방을 죽임으로 인해서 천도를 시킬 수 있기 때문에 하는 겁니다. 이 천도라고 하는 것은 우리 안에 생명을 유지하고 힘을 줄 수 있는 불성이라는 에너지가 있는데, 그 에너지에다가 생명을 죽여줄 수 있게 함께 마음을 넣어주게 되면은 그 생명은 다시 환생이 될 수가 있는 것입니다. 옛날에 어느 큰 스님이 큰 병을 앓게 됐습니다. 그 제자 한 분이 스님을 살리기 위해서 지렁이를 잡아다가 푹 가가지고선 약으로서 이렇게 드린 그런 것이 있습니다. 그래서 그 큰 스님은 그 지렁이 약을 먹고선 낫다는 비화가 있습니다. 이와 같이 그 스님은 그 지렁이를 잡았을 적에 나쁜 마음으로 잡은 것이 아니라 그 지렁이를 자기 안에 불성에다가 함께 한 분이 와서 큰 스님도 살리고 지렁이도 환생했다는 얘기가 있습니다. 이와 같이 우리가 어떻게 마음을 갖냐에 따라서 생명이 다시 천도가 될 수 있다는 것을 말씀을 드립니다. 예, 감사합니다.
First of all, I want to say that every Tuesday I join the Master Access mantra section, and then I practice the mantra with him. So killing has two aspects. One thing is we kill something because I don't like it. And the other one is I kill it because I want to save it. In Buddhism, there is some way to save it, the living beings, by combining the living beings with my Buddha nature. So there was a story. One time the monk got sick, and then to cure him, his disciple got some worms and make us medicine. So the monk got recovered from that. So he caught the worm by not bad mind, just want to cure the teacher. So, and by combining the Buddha nature and the worm together, they can save the worm.
Okay, very good. Thank you for your answer. Go ahead, 8. Do you have some comments?
There's one comment, two questions, and one question related to Master Shin XC. So the comment from Eiku Ceylan is, I think if there are too many, you should set a trap for them that would not harm them, collect them, and then take them to the nearest forest. They will improve there. And then Pingteng Qingqing asks, Master, what was the reasons contributed to the responses that Venerable XC got when he recited the mantras of rebirth?
Let me think about it. Yeah? Okay, Konk, go ahead.
So regarding the past and the box, I have a question. So when we moved to Jorkang, because it's a metropolitan city and it's a commercial building, the drainages are connected, and then there are bugs crawling out of the drainage sewage. So people told me to pour in some Clorox every day
Oh
to
no,
clean.
killing karma. Go ahead.
Yes. So no, at the time we didn't have bug. It was more. At the time, it was more like a for smell, and then Shen Kong asked me, so I said, okay, let's pull some Clorox. And then later, Kay told me, S님, there's a lot of bugs are coming out because it's getting, like, it was a warm day, and then she said there are bugs are coming out. So my question is, we are now in a different environment. It's a big building, it's a city. If we keep the precept, the bugs will keep coming out, and then in summer it will get worse. And Venerable Z told Kay not to do the Clorox. Do we just have the bugs coming out, or is there any good way to deal with this?
It's not getting any better. Who else I want to say? Oh yeah, 42-year-old. She doesn't recognize her own nickname anymore. I have to call concubine all the time. No more?
아니요. No. 그 마스터께서
Is there a question? You're answering this. If you have a question, we don't have time for your question tonight.
No. 네, yes. No question.
No question? Okay,
Yes.
thank you.
마스터께서 법문 시간에 좋은 목욕 제품을 사용하라고 하셨고 저한테는 제대로 샤워를 하라고 하셔서 프랑스 비누를 제 걸 주문하면서 같이 주문한 건데 필요 없으시면 다시 돌려주세요.
Master told me before to use good soap for bathing. So that's why I ordered French soap. But if you don't need, please return to me.
I thought it's about bugs. Now it's back to French soap. And I don't take showers. Yes, 5.
Happy New Year, Master.
Happy New Year.
Before I give you the answer, I just want to say my deepest gratitude for this year and for allowing me into this temple. And it's been the most transformative, wonderful experience of my life. My greatest obstruction before this was a sense of hopelessness and a constant wandering and curiosity. And you illuminating my ignorance and giving me hope has really been wonderful, endlessly blessed. As far as the bugs go, for a monk or somebody who has taken a precept very seriously, there's countless stories of people losing their heads for Buddhism, and so if I think
Especially monks. That's true. Especially monks, yes.
So if you are serious about the precepts, then there should be no killing.
Yeah,
However,
that's why Master Shua keeps on telling, I will cut your head off. Those people used to be monks.
And fortunately, most monks, like if you're in the forest, definitely don't kill mosquitoes or cockroaches. But if you have a temple, hopefully you have a laity who will take on the responsibility of caring for the grounds and take on the karma of taking care of the bugs away from the monks. And there's a risk of health to the others, and I think that they will be hopefully rewarded for their deeds in the end.
Anyone else? I'm waiting for the answer. No one else? Okay. First of all, the responses to his mantra, especially the rebirth mantra, is very interesting. It's because when the old monk recites it, he's able to help them. That's why it works. Side comment. This is why we teach you Buddhism. We teach you Buddhism in order to transfer skills to you, not just knowledge. Knowledge, you can talk, you can write, you can write books, you can talk. But if you cannot do, then it's not Mahayana, to me personally. Mahayana is about doing. You do first, you talk later, just a little bit. You do a lot more than you talk, like a chanchi. You work all day, okay? You practice all day, and at night we talk to you a little bit. You see the proportions? That's how we should live our life. You work hard 24 hours a day, and we talk for maybe an hour. That's the ratio, okay? It's about doing. It's about contributing. It's about building. It's about being constructive. It's about making a difference. Not talking. Talking is for scholars. Talking is for other people. We don't talk, we do. Okay, and because when we do, we are making a difference. This is why you work hard, in order to develop the skills to make a difference. In very small ways. I watch here, for example, in Kong right now, there's a lady in pink who is with her head bent over. If she's around Master YongHua, she would have her head cut off. But no, she's safe with us. Because we are hoping that she will continue to develop her skills, okay, so that she can contribute more. But at her level right now, look at her, okay? She's asleep, clearly. You notice she has 2 kids, and they'll come to her, and then they get close to her, touch her, talk to her, and then they leave. And they'll come back and talk to her again, touch her and hug her, and then leave. Okay? Because she's practicing giving. She's giving them her strength. Okay? The kids, they go and they play, they get tired. They come and say, instead of asking for a piece of candy or drink some kind of colas, they come back to her and say, okay, Mom, hug me. And she gives her energy, and they have enough. They recharge like your EV vehicle, and they go off. Okay? That's practicing giving right there. And if in your own family you can't even give to your children, to the people you love, what's the point in practicing? Seriously. You read all these books, you know so much about Buddhism, but when your kid is tired and your kids needs comfort, you can't even comfort them, you can't even recharge them. So what is Buddhism for? Talk? Then stay in the university. You don't need the temple, you don't need us. Huh? They know a lot more about sutra, they know a lot more about Buddhist concepts than we do. Maybe not the same depth. Then the depth is this much. Ours like down there, okay? But if you're seeking knowledge, stay in universities, go get a degree. We teach you here how to do it, how to become enlightened, how to recite mantras so that you can help people. His mantra worked because it helped those deers, those insects and so forth. And that's why the king deer, the insect deer says, okay, what I got from his recitation is a lot more from eating and destroying these things. So to show our gratitude, that's back off. Because he gave us so much more. And in order to be grateful, we want to back off. People are grateful. There's a change of behavior because they're grateful and because they realize they're getting so much more. That's why they're willing to make sacrifices. Okay? So this is why you are very lucky he teaches these Tuesday mantra sessions, because he produces results. So when you practice with him, you can improve very quickly too. Okay? This is what we do. And by the way, it's deliberate. I don't allow him to teach mantras unless I know he can produce results. Whether it's in Vietnamese, whether it's in Chinese, whether it's in American, whether it's in English, doesn't matter. However you recite it, it's about producing results. I authorize him to do it. Whereas I have a trainee who sneaks around and who says, I want to teach a chant class. Our world doesn't work like that. Even he needs my approval. Who are you to dare teach people without my approval? I catch you making mistakes like this too often. Who are you? You're but a trainee. You are nothing. You don't make decisions. Who's going to protect you when you get in trouble? It's not going to be me. Because you do things on your own, you're on your own. Here, when we train our people, we take care of them. You don't decide what you're going to do, what you like, what you don't like. You're stupid. You don't know anything. You sit with these people, what are you doing for them? You decide what's good for them, or I decide what's good for them? In my temple, I decide what's good for them. That's why I allow these people to teach. How dare you touch my students without my permission? You mess them up, I have to clean up after you. And you but a trainee, you cause problems for me? You sneak around doing things you like? How stupid can you be? Everyone else around this temple, all your seniors, always ask for my permission. You sneak around, do things as you please. You realize when we teach you, it's by design. Because when I teach you, when I allow my students to teach you, I assume responsibility. And when I allow them to teach them, because I know they can help you. But an idiot like that, she does more harm than any good. Because she teaches all the wrong stuff. She teaches her sneakiness. We're not like that. We're a teacher. We're responsible people. You have no skills. Who are you to teach anything? You don't know anything. When I allow someone to teach, because I allow them, because I have a way of training them so that they can teach eventually. If you can teach all you want for the next 20, 30 years, the next 20, 30 lifetimes, 20, 40 million lifetimes, you still don't know what you're doing. I assure you. Because you're an idiot. You keep on making the same mistakes. When you make mistakes as you teach, you sink, you sink, you sink, you sink. You will not improve. How stupid can you be? Just like someone who told that lady in Jewel Mountain Temple, when you kill a cockroach or an insect, you're meddling into their karmas. What kind of nonsense is that? Who allowed him to teach? That's stupidity. I'm glad she didn't mention his name. That's stupid. Stupid people like that should not be teaching Buddhism. The teacher should not have allowed him to teach. Like you don't get to teach because you're stupid. I have to clean up after you. What kind of nonsense is it? If you kill some bug, what happens? It dies, and most likely will become a bug again. You kill a dog, it dies, most likely will become a dog again. So how are you meddling with reincarnation? It's reincarnation. It dies, it reincarnates. What kind of nonsense is that? And what is he doing speaking Dharma to that lady in Jewel Mountain Temple? He just say, I don't know. Because that's so dangerous. When you don't know, you dare teach. You teach people all the wrong stuff. You're destroying Buddhism. And they think that I allow you to teach. It's my fault. I have to clean up. I won't clean up after you, but I have to go help the people you harm. You create your karma, you sink, it's your fault. But I have to clean up for those people you harm and you hurt. Because they thought that I allowed you to. No teaching. Do you hear me, Xin Xin? She's not allowed. Stupid. Stop sneaking around. Ask for permission. Everything. When are you going to get it? Okay, so what is? I'm calm. I don't want soap, you hear me? Never mind. You see, it's reincarnation. You die and you reincarnate. Every time you die, reincarnate. How does killing stop or meddle with reincarnation? It doesn't matter. It doesn't do anything. It's you just reincarnate, reincarnate, reincarnate. That's what people do. So the nonsense about, when you kill someone, you met in reincarnation, that guy is speaking nonsense, total nonsense. And I know I'm supposed to be polite, okay? And I'm getting tired of the senior monks and nuns who are supposed to be our leaders, who are supposed to be teaching us, who don't say anything about this. We should have standards. I disapprove of monks and nuns who speak nonsense, who speak Dharma out there. They should be authorized to speak Dharma. I don't care if they have a PhD from a great institution. They still need permission to speak the Dharma because they need to speak the proper Dharma, not just nonsense like this. It destroys Buddhism from within. It's the monks who destroy Buddhism, not the professors, not the demons. It's those stupid monks who speak Dharma like this, who causes problems for us. Sneaky people who cause problems for us. No shame. Keep sneaking around. And this monk should not be allowed to teach at all. He should be punished. He should be reprimanded. Okay? Every time you die, for whatever the reasons, you reincarnate. So how does his killing or not killing affect his reincarnation at all? No, it doesn't. It's just reincarnate. He affects the reincarnation. That's why you see the results. Them people over there in YongHua, they talk and talk and talk. And they can't even teach people because if they do that, they don't have faith in Buddhism anymore. Buddhism is just talk. Okay? If Buddhism is just talk, go get a degree. Don't come to the temples. Temples is a waste of time. We must have a high level where we teach people is to benefit them, not just to know. No, you just notice, you just know, and then what? You don't know, don't have the big picture. We can't tell you the big picture. You don't get it anyway. We can't teach you. You can't read a book and hope to understand Buddhism. You can't. I look at you, I teach you so much, I teach you so much. I sit with you. I sat with you for 15 years. I teach you so much. I lectured for several hours every single week for the last 15 years. You have thousands of videos. You should be all enlightened already. Why aren't you? It's not I'm holding back. I'm not holding back. You want to teach, I teach you. But I teach you, and you don't get it. You still give me soap. So what's the point in me giving you more information? That doesn't do anything for you. Training people, by the way, you people out there, training people is to help them improve. When are you going to get it? Unless they improve, they won't get what you teach them. So there you have it. I allow him to speak like that without answering the question directly, because I allow him to tell you that he has some response about his mantras in order to encourage you to learn and practice mantras with him, because when you practice with him, you get better results and you practice by yourself. You understand that? I can't care less if you think he's better, I'm better. It's not important. It's about you. Go ahead, Kong.
Hello. May I continue with the bug question? I still have unresolved.
I'm not there yet.
Yes, Master. But one comment before we continue. So, according to the precept, of course, it's better not to kill. But then, if we don't manage it, somebody else will. So it's. I have problem with that. Then it's like, somebody else also said some volunteer has to sacrifice, but they are weaker. They need to improve, but then we don't kill. I think that there's a problem with this. So that another person will come kill the bug. So that's
you hire, let's
where
say you hire a exterminator to kill the bugs. Is it okay?
that's a very good. But Master,
You
is
hire,
gonna kill
you
me.
talk to Sean, Goyin's son there. He can kill the bugs for you so that you don't have to kill the bugs. Sean is very good at killing bugs. He can kill thousands and millions of them very easily. He has plenty of tools to do that. So is that okay?
Sounds wonderful.
Okay, yes, 8.
Master Cordelia asks, Happy New Year, Master, all venerable and all sentient beings. Master, when we practice hands and eyes, it emits light and it scared the ghosts, but does it hurt them? If it does, is there any way to minimize the light?
Okay, they'll take care of themselves. You don't have to worry about that, and Happy New Year. Okay? Ghosts are not stupid. If they are afraid of it, they run away. Don't worry about them. All right. If you kill the bugs, okay, you're creating killing karmas. If you ask someone to kill the bugs, you are still creating karmas. You are the same killing karmas. When you ask someone to do it for you, you ask someone to steal for you, you have the same karma, same stealing karma. You ask someone to kill the bugs for you, you are still having the same killing karma. If someone offers, like Sean's, like Gu Yin's son who says, let me kill the bugs for you, okay, so that you don't have to kill it, and you say, okay, then you still have the same killing karmas. If he doesn't ask me, he killed the bugs for me. So, okay, I will protect Master, I will kill the bugs. Okay, you know what's going to happen? I still have the same killing karma. Because that's me. I will not allow you to hurt yourself. Okay, if you agree that they kill on your behalf, or you ask them to kill on your behalf, you have the same karma. In our temple, is even we took a step further. If you kill because you want to protect me, to help me, it's my karma, not your karma. So please stop killing without asking for permission. Otherwise, I sink a lot faster. I have to leave in 5 years. Okay, never mind. Yes, Kong?
Master, I have a question. I still don't know how to trust Master Z. Like I'm trying to trust him, but it's like I keep reminding myself good memories with him. Like he cooks for me, so he's not gonna hurt me, so I can trust him. But I don't know what to do. I don't know. Maybe still one day he may turn back to me, and I'm gonna getting hurt. Like such things still, such thoughts still make me suffer. I'm still so afraid of getting hurt.
You're afraid of getting hurt, okay? She doesn't trust because she's afraid of getting hurt. What can we do? That's hurt her, so that she's no longer afraid. Why? Master cannot be cruel? You're afraid to get hurt. You know what? When you got hurt your entire life, did you die? Did you reincarnate? Like those bugs? Like those cockroaches? You didn't. You got hurt, and look at where you are. So all those hurt actually helped you. You should not be afraid. Sounds good. Ding! See, the hurt is good for you. Why are you afraid? Hurt some more. Go back to the same people who hurt you. Say, hurt me some more, Master says. Please hurt me some more, because it's been good for me. I should no longer be afraid of you. So go back to those people who hurt you and say, I thank you for hurting me because it's been good for my life. You have any more for me I can take home? See, you solve the wrong problems. You have the wrong reaction. You fail to see the big picture. The big picture has been good for you. If you didn't get hurt, you'd probably be working somewhere right now, making money and being happy and being married, have a boyfriend, have many boyfriends, 2, 3, 4, 5 boyfriends, have 2, 3, 4, 5 children, and so forth. Look how happy you are right now. Ching! So the hurt in the past, did it help? It helped you in a reverse way. Because otherwise, you'd be living as confused as concubine right here. She buys French soap. Think about it. Of all the soap in the world, she buys French soap. You see that? It's confusion. Whereas you, look at you. You don't buy French soap, do you? Never, right? See? Who's better off? The people who hurt you actually did you a favor, and you took them wrong. There is a line in a Korean movie. Would you like to know? I watched a Korean movie once, Korean gangster movie. The Koreans have a lot of gangsters for some reason. I don't know why. But that culture, very violent Korean gangsters. I don't even know what the title is. I have no clues what the thing is. I just love the violent movies. Okay, lots of killing. So much blood! And I watch the whole movie. Oh, it is so nasty when the Korean gangster is so violent. It's so brutal. Yeah. And at the end movie, I learned one thing. This is years ago. I said, wow, this is fascinating. I learned something that I didn't know before from watching a movie that no one taught me. You know what? I share that with you. On behalf of New Year and in recognition for my baby getting hurt so badly that she's so scared of getting hurt anymore. This gangster here, he's so violent that people hate him so much, and they beat him up and they hurt him, they cut him up and so forth. And the gangster bosses were so upset with him, they sent people to kill him. And he got shot, and he got shot so many times. At the end, he killed them all back in return. Don't you love those movies? I love those movies. You know, you kill me, now I kill you. Martina loves it. You're a violent woman. And then at the end he says, you look at the boss, the big boss, Korean gangster boss who tried to kill him. Okay, he sent so many people after him to kill him, and they failed. They all failed, and they all got killed by him. Are you okay? Is it okay to continue? You're gonna pass out? Okay, and so the Korean boss, before he died, he said, but how did you survive all the people I sent at you? He says, don't you know? If you can't kill me, I get stronger. Korean wisdom. I'm sharing with you. What cannot kill you will help you become stronger. You get it, huh? Little baby one? They hurt you, but they didn't kill you, and that's why you became stronger. You should not be afraid of them anymore. That's a lesson that you need to remember. When people hurt you, they're doing you a favor. All right? So what you learn from there is that, okay, hurt me, and you better kill me. You don't kill me, I'm going to be stronger, and you're going to be sorry. I'm going to come back and kill you like that Korean gangster guy. That's why I tell the demons, you better kill me. You don't kill me, I will kill you. Ching! I'm going to terrorize you. You don't kill me. You pick a fight with me, try to kill me, good luck. Fearless. What are you afraid of? They kill you, they kill you. You reincarnate again. So what's the big deal? They don't kill you, you kill them. You like, huh? Little girl, huh? That's called, in Buddhism, let me tell you the reason behind it, and you love it. Cause and effect. You try to kill me, I will kill you. That's the effect of trying to kill me. Okay? That's what you ought to know. Okay? You got stronger, they did not. The people who hurt you did not get any stronger. You, the one who got stronger as of today. When they hurt you, try to hurt you again, it won't hurt as much. Number one. Number two, you see, I explained to her. I gave her a tip because I teach all of you, but she's honest enough to say, no, I'm not sure it works for me. Okay? That's why I explained to her, that's her gift to you, all of you. If she says, yes, Master, I respect you, I trust you, I revere you, so yes, but she didn't believe it. But she's honest. When you practice and you're honest, you get rewarded. Sometimes. Okay? So you see, now you see the big picture, and you see if they try to hurt me and it didn't work, I get stronger. So next time, why do you have to fear anymore? Because even if you trust the wrong people, okay, and they hurt you, guess what? You're going to be stronger. That's all. So why should you be afraid? If Master Z does something wrong, whether it's intentional or unintentional, It doesn't kill you. It will make you stronger. If it kills you, I send you to the Pure Land. So what's the problem? Look at her. You win either way. Huh? So why should you not trust people? If you trust him or trust me, then you make it a second stage art. You have all the reason to trust and not to be afraid. Why shouldn't you? Case closed. Look at how happy she looks. Koreans. Okay. Yes, go ahead, Jewel Mountain Temple. You see, it's a burden she's been carrying for 24 years. She said, don't hurt me, don't hurt me. I'm teaching her tonight. Hurt me, please hurt me some more. Yes.
Thank you for your sincere answer. I have a comment. I can tell you all cases right now, but I feel guilty about what I have to do with my professional job. I feel guilty feeling. Someday, when Master come to Korea, if I have a chance, I hope to consult with you personally. Please.
Okay, we see. Now, I'm not finished yet. So what to do with the cockroaches, with the bugs and so forth? Okay. If you kill them, you're creating killing karmas, which is not very nice. If you don't kill them, then you're creating karmas, which is not very nice. What karmas you're creating? You're infecting the whole building, the whole neighborhood with cockroaches, with rats, with whatever, okay? So you know where these pests are unhealthy for the community and you don't do anything to help get rid of them, then you're creating karmas against your community. You kill them, you're creating karmas against them. So either way you lose. What can you do? You move, I guess. Move to another place, there's no cockroaches. Move to the mountain. Move to the valley. Meditate. Leave it to the society to handle the cockroach problem. It's not your problem. Leave it to your mother to handle cockroaches. Leave it to your son to handle the cockroaches, not your problem. Go, run away, keep yourself safe. Is that what we're supposed to do? What to do? What can you do? Oh, excuse me. You didn't see that. Yes. Go ahead, Lily.
네, 저희들은 한없이 그 죄라면 죄를 짓고 살고 있습니다. 왜냐하면은 저희 잔디밭, 예를 들어서 아파트에 잔디밭을 밟은다고 생각하면은 거기에 벌레들이 한없이 많고 또 차를 타고 다니면서 뭐 산길을 다니고 이렇게 하다 보면은 거기에 그냥 그 개미들이 한없이 많습니다. 한없이 업을 짓고 살고 있습니다. 그런데 불교에서 그 참회진언이라는 게 있는 것 같아요. 근데 그거를 참회진언을 그 자기가 수시로 한다든가 이러면은 어떨까 그런 생각이 듭니다.
Kill the bugs. When we go to the mountain, we also killed many ants. So I heard there is a mantra, repentance mantra. So how about reciting the repentance mantra?
If there are ants in the mountain, I move again to the valley. And there is ants in the valley, I move to China. If Chinese ants bother me, I move to Russia. What are you going to do? It's a Chinese problem. It's a Russian problem. What do we care? As long as we don't create killing karmas. I don't know about you. I kill them. I would kill them because I'm a violent person. You like my Dharma talk too much. You're a violent girl. What's your name? Huh? Janelle. I like it. Yeah. Janelle. He's a violent girl. Okay. There's a compromise. If you don't kill them, then you harm your neighbors. You kill them, you harm them. So you choose the less evil of the two. Okay? This is my property. If you invade my property, I have the right to defend it. You own it. Your home, you own it. You are the owner. It's your territory. People must respect it. Okay? So when the bugs come in here without my permission, then they are doing it at their own risk. Okay? Sounds good? Janelle likes the violence. So you kill them. I would kill them. You know, I used to let the mosquitoes bite me, and I hated it. Oh my God! I came back. I said, I'm so compassionate, but it itches like hell. Okay? I said, no more compassion. Let's kill them. Because, so you create a karma. You create a killing karma. Then in Buddhism, it's not hopeless. You kill them, then you help them go to a better place. You make up for it. That's Buddhism. Mahayana, we don't ignore the problem. You find to solve the problem. You try to solve it. You don't ignore it. You don't pass it on to the next person and run away from life. It's, we need, so I don't mind killing bugs. I don't mind killing mosquitoes. And after the end of the day, I say, okay, I kill some ants, some cockroaches, some rats, and mosquitoes. Too many to remember. So I recite a rebirth mantra for them. I say, okay, you're a bug. You will not be able to recite the rebirth mantra for yourself. You cannot recite the Buddha's name for yourself. So I recite on your behalf and give the blessings to you, so that when you die because of me, you have a chance to go to a better place. Isn't that better for them? And better for Janelle? And make Janelle happy too. Huh? Isn't that a good compromise? You can't ignore it. How can we ignore the problem and walk away? That's not cultivation. That sucks. That's so selfish. All right? So, I'm sorry today we never had a chance to go into the lecture because we're too busy celebrating New Year's and all those things. I was hoping to talk to you some more, but it's not enough time tonight. And we have bugs to kill. So I'm sorry, I'd like to hang around with you, but I need to go kill some mosquitoes and ants. Thank you, everyone. Happy New Year.